Welcome back to Commercial Breaks with Miss Education. I'm Miss Education. um, so I was asking myself, like, okay, well, when I say I was asking myself, I was talking to God. I was like, God, what's next? What am I going to talk about? What's this virtual diary of mine going to reflect? And I realized that I had fear. Fear is what stopped me from doing this a long time ago. Fear is what stopped me, or is stopping me, but by the grace of God, I'm going to rebuke that. Fear is what stopped me from publishing a book I wrote. Fear is what stopped me from doing this. Fear is what stopped me from sitting for my boards after finishing law school. Fear is what stopped me from not walking down the aisle with my first husband. Fear is what stopped me from doing a lot. And I had to ask God, like, I pray on this because I hold myself back because of this fear of who I don't know. That's the funny thing, right? I'm afraid of someone I don't know. So same thing with this right here. I'm sitting here and I'm speaking to you, whoever you are, and I'm afraid there's fear because I don't know how you're going to judge me. I'm afraid that you might see my flaws. I'm afraid that you might see my insecurities, right? I'm afraid of that. But then I realized something. I realized that you have your own fears. You have your own insecurities. We are all little chickens walking around. We're all afraid of something, right? Some of us show it better than others. Some of us hide it. I tend to just wear my stuff on my sleeve so everybody knows. But I am choosing to walk out on faith. I'm choosing to get on this right here and speak, knowing that there are those who are going to say things about me, about what I have to say, and I'm going to stand in faith and I'm going to be okay. I'm doing this because I realize that there are individuals out there, and you know what? Let me be honest with you. My 100% goal is my audience. No, I don't know who my audience is, but I know that my objective are the children. God has put this on my heart. I've been working with kids for about 25 years right now. And there's something missing in our society. We don't love our children anymore. We don't talk to our children. Like, I'm gonna go off topic because I can, and I'm not doing a retake. This is what I'm doing, flaws and all. So, just so we're clear, I'm gonna say this again. I am, I guess, a traditionalist, whatever that means. Basically, I'm not woke. I don't co-sign to wokeism. I'm not politically correct. I will do my best not to swear because that's not the way I was raised, right? But I will be honest. So we live in a society so we get married. Okay, my bad. We don't get married. We have children. And we, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure why we have children, but we have them. And then we give them up to this system, the matrix, which is school, for 12 to 15 years, whatever. So when they're in school, they go from like 7 or 8 in the morning till 2 or 3 in the afternoon to the matrix. Then we send them to after school or some after school activity. Then they come home, whether it's before us and there's a nanny or someone, or after us, but we get home around 5. We prepare dinner-ish, whatever. We feed them. We may help them with homework. They shower, they do chores, and they go to bed. They sleep, they wake up the next morning. We drop them off at the matrix. And we do this year after year after year. And then there's summer vacation. Come summer vacation, We try to find summer camp, and if it's an overnight camp, yay, even better. We send them away to another matrix for the summer. So if you think about it, we give birth to these children. We house them, for about 2-3 years, and then we send them to the matrix because we do this universal pre-K thing that's out there. We send them to preschool, to the matrix, and then we get them at the end of the day. We put them to sleep, and they do this all over again. Then we wonder why we don't know our children. So I'm an educator, and I find it so fascinating when parents are like, I didn't think he could do that. I don't know where he got that from. That's not my child. Well, yeah, that is your child, but you don't know your child because you never took the time to raise your child, right? The matrix raised your child. The nannies, the sitters, the strangers raised your children. And because this country is devoid of love, true love, right? We got that Hallmark card love, right? Hallmarked card love. But we don't have true love. So all these individuals who've been raising your children for all these years have been affirming them, affirming their foolishness, affirming their bad behaviors, affirming their genders, or whatever we're affirming these days. The matrix has been affirming your child so that when your child comes home and they do things, you're just like, who is this and why are you doing this? Well, that's because the matrix raised your child. Again, I don't know why we have these children if we don't love them. I don't know if it's because we're keeping up the invisible Joneses, or we need the house, the picket fence, the 2.5 children, and a dog. But I really think we should reconsider why we're having these children. They are a blessing from God. They sure are. And I know that we're out, this is our society where children are children once they come out the womb, right? I get that. I hear that. And I used to co-sign to that. And full disclosure, right? I had an abortion because I didn't think that I was programmed by the matrix to think that the human life inside of me was not a human life. So I definitely regret it, but it is what it is. I've asked for forgiveness. But yeah, we have these children, we give birth to them, and then we leave them to be raised by strangers. We don't love them. And then the strangers who raise them, guess what? They don't love your children. So now you have a bunch of children who are being raised by no one who loves them, right? Because love looks a certain way. Love feels a certain way. Love takes time, right? Love means that I'm going to put my job aside to be with you. Love means that, I don't know, maybe one of us doesn't work so that the other one can stay home and raise you until until you're 6, 7, 8, and then we send you to the matrix. Love means that while you're in the matrix, I'm going to be an active participant of that system. I'm going to make sure that I know what's going on, what's being said, what's being taught in the matrix. Love means that when you get out of school, I'll be there. I'll take time to talk to you, get to know you, get to know how your day was. Let me tell you about me. Let me tell you what happened when I was a little girl. Let me tell you what happened today at work. Let's get to know each other. Let's love each other, right? Love also says no. So if you come home and you tell me you're a cat and you expect me to get you a litter, I'm going to love you back to your senses, right? I'm not affirming that foolishness. Not today, Satan. No, I'm not. Right? That's love, right? So, and if you come home and you're like, Mommy, I think I'm a chair today. And if you truly believe you're a chair, then you know what? I'm going to love you. I'm going to find a therapist. Because that's what love does. Love gets to the root of the problem. I'm not going to affirm your chairhood. Because I love you. And love does the hard thing. Love says the hard things. love. For us, I have 2 kids, right? And I've had to re-love my children. I've had to learn how to love them properly. I've had to detach myself from this matrix and retach myself to God's word to figure out what love was. And now I'm trying to show my children what love is. Because what happens is this: a bunch of these children who have not received love, who don't know what love looks like, are then, subjected to life. They become the adults. And then we have this problem. I don't know about other cultures, but I'll speak for Black America. Not all Black America, but I'll speak from what I hear. Black women are always out here looking for significant others, and they just can't find a good man. Well, part of that is because they weren't loved as children, because the parents, us, we didn't love them. So now you're expecting a child who's devoid of love to finally grow up to become a man and to give a woman love, a love that he does not know about. And more than likely, the woman he's about to marry also has not experienced love. So you have 2 loveless people trying to engage in a love-making relationship. I don't know, this joint's crazy. It's serious. It's deep. Love is the center of everything I try to talk about. Because if you remove love, you end up where we are right now in this hot mess of a society. Yeah, we just go back to love, God's love, right? Objective truth, objective love, objective morality. We might fix a bunch of things. I don't know. I'm rambling, so I'm going to end because my 13 minutes are up. I'm going to try to keep them under 13. The moral, the point, whatever, is we have to love. Parents, if you're watching, I don't know who's watching. Really, I don't. But if you're a parent or going to be a parent, I beg you, love your child. Don't let the matrix teach your children what love is, because the matrix doesn't know what love is. Sacrifice for those babies. And if you don't want to sacrifice for them, which is fine, you're entitled not to, then don't have them. But we need to learn to love our children so that when they become men and women, they in turn can love their significant other, their spouses, and have families and love those children and reset this generation, reset a whole generation of people who actually love. But it has to start with us. So I hope you learn to love. I hope you experience love. I hope you feel love. I want you to give love. Till next time. Commercial breaks with Miss Education. See you later.